Hey everybody, Dean Calavera, IT recruiter at SRE Staffing here in Toronto, Canada. Here with my Wednesday job search question of the day or of the week. So I got a phone call from a candidate earlier today. So her question was, Dean, the biggest problem I'm facing when I'm at an interview is that I get nervous. I start forgetting all the responses that I had prepared. I give short answers. I end up giving yes or no answers when I should be expanding on what I should be explaining for whatever question they're asking. What do I do, and what's the problem? Why is this happening, and how do I handle it? So that's a great question, and it's probably something common that a lot of us face at some point. Even myself, I faced that in the past as a job seeker. So what's the solution for that? So it comes down to, I mean, it could be a couple of things, right? So the first thing that comes to mind is as to why that would be happening. First of all, it's possible that you're not preparing properly for the role. Uh, Maybe you're not researching the company, you're not researching the role, you're not aware of something in relation to the role, what the role entails, what the expectations are. Maybe you have minimal details about what's expected and what you'll be doing on a daily basis for this position. So first of all, it could be a lack of knowledge, right? So something that you're not sure about, something that you don't know about the role that you're interviewing for. So that makes you feel nervous and kind of like, okay, what do I say? What am I doing? Am I responding to this correctly or not? You start getting really nervous. So that's the first thing. And actually that could be broken down into two things. Like it could be something that you don't know about the company, and directly in relation to that, something you don't know about what's expected from the role, and whether you have what is expected for the role. So it comes down to that. So it could be lack of knowledge, to kind of summarize on that. Now the other possibility is definitely that, and I mentioned this in the video that I did last week. So I did a video, if you guys remember, it was on the question, the job search question was what to do when you see an opportunity which would be a great fit but you can't get a response from a recruiter. So if you recall, my response to that was, well, the best way to deal with that is to have a full pipeline of opportunities, of job opportunities for you to go after and pursue, so you're not stressed out or dependent on getting a response from one or two recruiters. So the same thing applies here. So if you're going into a job and all your bets are on this one role, this one interview, this one opportunity, chances are you're going to feel really nervous. You're going to feel like, oh my God, if I don't get this, I have nothing. I have nothing else in my pipeline. I have no other interviews lined up. I have no other active conversations I have going on with other recruiters or hiring managers or etc. or whatnot. So that's what it will come down to, right? I mean, a lack of opportunities for you in your pipeline, and that's what might be another reason why, which would be causing you to feel nervous, anxious, uncertain at the interview, not knowing what to say, being afraid or unsure about what you should be saying, getting nervous, forgetting all the great responses you've prepared for the interview questions, only giving yes or no answers to those questions. So that would be, in my opinion, that could be another. Actually, it would probably be a major reason why, even more so than lack of knowledge, even. Uh, so it comes down to having a full pipeline of opportunities, right? So if you know that you have, so let's say you're at an interview, you prepare, everything, and you're well prepared for the interview. You know what's going on. You know what the issue or the problem that they're trying to solve is. What your role would be in the position and all of that. But at the same time, you also know you have like another, 3, 4 interviews lined up. Would you be as nervous or anxious about this one? Probably, you probably still will be. I mean, I'm sure the nervousness never really goes. I mean, even for myself, when I am on the job market as a job seeker, uh, that nervousness or anxiousness or whatever you want to call it, it's always going to be there. But it's probably to a much lesser degree when you know that you have a couple of other interviews lined up as well. Whereas compare that to scenario B, where you're at an interview. It's the only interview you've got going on. You don't have any other interviews lined up. So it's like all your bets are on this one meeting with whoever you're meeting with, or and even if it's a multi-step interview process, you're still wondering, oh my God, if I don't get this, I don't get to go to the next step. If I don't get to go to the next step, I don't have anything on my plate. Like I have no other interviews lined up. So it comes down to that. So that's why. So again, what I want to reiterate this week, simply based on this question that this job seeker brought up with me, is keep a full pipeline of opportunities. Don't just depend on a handful. Don't just depend on one or two. Keep even if you haven't have a preliminary interview lined up, you have one scheduled, keep reaching out to recruiters such as myself, and keep connecting with people, keep applying for roles, keep trying to get that interview pipeline full, and that way you're not as nervous for each individual interview you're going for, right? So constantly keep that pipeline of opportunities. So that would be my advice for that particular scenario, right? So again, keep a full pipeline of opportunities. It pretty much comes down to that. I'm pretty sure that would drastically reduce the level of nervousness that you feel, right, at an interview, meeting with strangers or people you don't know. To a much less, it'll reduce it to a much lesser degree. I guarantee that. So again, don't forget the importance of keeping a steady flow of active interviews going on when possible. So keep reaching out to recruiters, keep reaching out, applying for roles. Don't depend on just a handful, and I'm pretty sure that'll help you deal with that nervousness, and it'll lessen it to a much greater degree. So that's my job search question for today. Hope that gives you some insight for those of you who might be in a similar situation, and I hope that helps you guys out there. Now, just a couple of things before I let you guys go. So there's an event happening on Saturday, and it's being organized by Pujan Bansal. So Pujan is someone I know through LinkedIn. I met with him personally. He's not a recruiter. He is an IT professional, and he's very passionate about helping people in their job search because he's tried very similar strategies or pretty much the kind of process that I advocate for job seekers in taking a very proactive approach. I've met Pujan face to face. I've sat across from him. He took the time to come visit me at our offices as well, and he's organizing this event to kind of share his strategies and what he's done in the job search, which has gotten him success. And I'll be at this event as well. I'll be speaking about my job search strategies and tips and advice. I'll be answering all your questions that you might have. So if you're interested, the event is at, I'm not sure if I'm even pronouncing this correctly. It's called Kailash Parbat. So it's a place out in Mississauga. I think it's a restaurant or a hotel or something like that. But anyway, I'm going to put a link to Pujan's profile in the comments section below. So if you're interested in attending, reach out to Pujan for more information. He's the one organizing it. It's going to be a great event. It would be awesome to meet all of you or any of you who attend. And definitely what Pujan wanted me to let all of you know is, especially if you're an IT professional in finance and banking, he feels that people in the finance and banking sector definitely need a lot of help in their job search. So definitely if you're in finance and banking, make sure you reach out to Pujan. Find out how you can sign up and attend the event. And it's going to be on Saturday. I believe it's in the afternoon. And I think Pujan said it's from 2 p.m. to 4 o'clock, 4:30 or something of that sort. In any case, again, reach out to Pujan. I'll put his name, put his profile, a link to his profile in the comments. Reach out to him. And other than that, I released a new article on Monday. So make sure you check it out. I'll put a link in the comments for that article as well. It's about being in consistent communication with recruiters. Excuse me. And it's basically about keeping a consistent flow of communication open with recruiters, why that's important, and how to keep yourself on recruiters' minds so that when the right role does come up, they do reach out to you. So I'm going to put a link to that article in the comments. Make sure you check it out. Please like and comment. Feel free to share with your network. I really want to help everyone out there in their job search and get this information to as many people as possible. It should be common knowledge how people should go about their job search. Unfortunately, they don't teach this stuff in schools. I know I didn't learn it when I was in school. So what I hope to do is share a lot of information about the job search, how to tackle the job search, how to work, especially with recruiters such as myself, right? So that you're getting the most out of your relationship with myself as well as other recruiters you might be in touch with. So make sure you check out that article. I'll post that in the comments. And finally, before I let you go, so the hot roles I'm working on right now, I am looking for senior .NET developers. So this is a senior role. It's open, so no sponsorship is available, unfortunately. So only for people residing here locally in the Greater Toronto area. So our client is located in North York. Basically, they're an IT consulting firm. It's a small size firm, great company. They are growing. I think they recently expanded their offices. And again, senior .NET developer. So what we're looking for, or what the client is looking for, is at least 8+ years experience. So if you have 6-7 years, that should be okay as well. Feel free to reach out to me, and I'll let you know more information. I definitely want to talk to you about your background, your skill set, the types of projects you've done, and definitely see if I can help you with this opportunity. And next up, of course, I'm still looking for cloud DevOps engineers. Still looking for around 5 to 6 engineers. And I wasn't playing when I said it was a serious role, because we already have an offer on the table for a candidate, just waiting on the paperwork stuff, wrapping things up. So I've already made a placement for that client. So I mean, it's a hot role, guys. So if there's anyone you know, cloud DevOps engineers, in essence, preferably someone who's worked with Microsoft Azure. I mean, that is a definite preference for the client. But again, very hot role. Like I said, we already have an offer on the table. The candidate's already accepted, ready to rock and roll. Just wrapping things up, and he'll be starting out soon. So still looking for about 5 to 6 more. So make sure you reach out, let me know. If you know anyone, or if you yourself might be interested, I'll definitely do my best to help you out. And other than that, I will continue my job search post for the remainder of the week. Of course, couldn't do a video last Friday because of that whole we had a crazy wind situation here, and I lost electricity and didn't have any power, so I couldn't do my Friday job search video last week. So apologize for that, but I will keep them coming. And if you have any questions, any way I can help you, any specific topics you want me to cover, definitely let me know. Make sure you comment on my posts. I do pick out questions and then cover them in these videos, so I can expand on what I write on my responses. So keep in touch, and if you're an IT professional here in Toronto, definitely make sure you connect with me if we're not connected already. I want to help you in your job search, and especially with any IT opportunities available with our clients. I'll definitely do my best to assist you. And in any case, if I can't help you now, let's definitely stay in communication. I'm pretty sure I should be able to help you at some point in the future. If not with any particular roles, definitely with my job search tips and advice. For those of you who have followed me frequently, you know I'm very active here, and I put out a lot of content. So I'm hoping to add value to everyone, at least in that way. If I can help you with the actual IT roles that might be a fit for your skill set. So that being said, thank you so much for watching the video. Make sure you like and comment and share. Those are much appreciated. Again, if you're an IT professional here in Toronto, Canada, make sure you feel free to reach out to me, connect with me, call me in my office Monday to Friday during standard business hours. I'm at 416-296-1772, extension 2036. I'm at SRA Staffing. And let's connect, let's communicate, let's keep the flow going. Thanks so much, and have a great night.